So I'm just going to be reading for all signs. I have already finished reading for Aries up to Leo, and I have already uploaded those. I've already uploaded those predictions for the month of May 2026 on my YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure that you guys checked it out on my YouTube channel. You guys subscribe, like, or comment so that we can reach the right amount of people that needs to hear the messages, and so we can reach the amount of people that needs more guidance. Okay. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for becoming a fan. Ladies, thank you so much. And welcome to my live. I'm gonna be doing all signs, okay? I left on, what signs am I on? Up to Leo. So I'll be doing Virgo, okay? So I'm gonna be doing Virgo right now. So did I do Virgo already? Oh no, yeah. So I did Aries to Leo. So if you guys haven't checked those out, so please check those out, like on my YouTube channel, okay? All right. And if you guys just want to hear some messages today, you're welcome to just sip and chill, okay, and see what comes in. So if any of you are Virgos, so these are for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or hello Zilla, good morning. Also stellium and Virgo. These are for stellium and Virgo, or stellium in the 6th house. Or if you're a cross watcher, you know, just want the tea. What's the tea for all the zodiacs? All right. Let's see. Past, present, future for Virgo, and what challenges that needs to be overcome this month, and we're also gonna look at like what who they're around with, or the people that is going to be important for the month of May that may want to challenge them to improve. Or we're also going to look at the external factors that are affecting the situation that they might not be aware of, or that is influencing their situation that they might not always be aware of, okay? We're also going to look at where the spirit wants you guys to focus on, aside from all the chaos or whatever you guys are going through, okay? So we're gonna ask for where the spirit wants you guys to focus on, and then we're gonna ask for some advice from the angels, okay? Alright, let's see what was in the past for Virgo. What was in the past for Virgo? I'm not doing a random card pulls right now for my followers. I'm gonna be doing them tonight. Okay, so I'm doing a monthly read for all signs right now, so I can like upload them on time. For the month of May 2026. So I'm on Virgo right now. I've uploaded Aries to Leo. on my YouTube channel, so you guys can check those out. Hello, from Holland. Thank you so much, Melissa, for joining in. All right. Well, you guys are welcome to sip and chill if you guys want to hear. Okay, what's there for all signs? Okay, so Virgo, in the past, this already wanted to come out like earlier, and then now it came out again. You have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so you've been working with people, you've been collaborating, you wanted to work things out with people, you're there for people, you want to cooperate with them. Okay, so you're putting in the right work, you're saying the right things to make money, to get this money, you're all about the bag. And you've been collaborating with people that are gonna help bring this money in this month. Okay, so you're laying down the groundworks for what you can harvest for the month. Okay, or what you can harvest in the future. So whatever it is that you're working on, you're working hard on them with people that you know, with people that you know that are going to accomplish these goals. Okay, so you're talking to people, you're telling them how you wanted it and how it should be. Okay, collaborating, working with people, or if this doesn't have to pertain to people, it could be you like being online, using platforms to manifest, working with platforms to manifest your finances. Okay, so that was in the past for Virgo. All right, you guys, I'll be doing a personal Q&A like on my live tonight. Okay, so I'll be doing monthly reads right now for all signs. Okay, so what is in the current what's going on currently for Virgo? And in the meantime, you guys feel free to sip and chill right now. But you guys can follow me so you guys can get you guys can get notified when I go on live, where I can answer your Q&A. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you might have been waiting for a job, or you're hearing back to hear. So we have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, if since we're talking about work here, or like collaborating with people, this might be like a sad news for you. Like maybe you're not getting or you're not able to materialize the things that you need to materialize in your current reality, and you might have applied somewhere and it's not you're not getting the return of investment in where you're putting your money or your time on. Okay, you're not getting the financial opportunities that you're expecting. Okay, or it's coming in very slow. Okay, it's coming in very slow, or you feel like the people that you work with are not bringing in the right or the right financial opportunities as you would expect, because in the past you've been collaborating with them, you've been working with these people, but it's not bringing in the right opportunities to you. Okay, so you might have felt like you're being led on a little bit, like or you feel like you're getting impatient, like when am I gonna receive it? Okay, we're going to or you feel like your hopes are starting to wane a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna look at what is challenging this current reality, or this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We're gonna see what obstacles you need to overcome. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is what is, so this is what's creating this or what is challenging this Knight of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, so you might be like withdrawing from the situation. Okay, you're not participating, and maybe that is why what do you mean? Okay, hold on. So you're not participating, or you feel like you need to withdraw from the situation. So that's why money is not coming in. Okay, either you're not putting in the effort that you need to put in, or you're trying to remove yourself from a situation so you can look at it in a new way. But when you're away from the job, you miss the financial opportunities that might be there, or that might not be there. Do you take a vacation? Okay, are you gonna take a vacation this month or something? Because I feel like when you're not there, you're like, oh, maybe you'll take a time off, but so that's why this financial opportunity is not gonna come in. Or you're just like standing back. Okay, you're standing back, you're like removed from a situation, and so you're missing the you're either turning down an opportunity, or you're missing on this opportunity because you're removing yourself from participation. Okay. Okay, in the future you have the Strength. Okay, the Strength is like taming the beast, taming an undisciplined person, taming an overbearing person, or taming something that might want to to get back at you, or taming something that might bite you. That's what this picture is. It's like the lady over here is like, she's like poised and understanding, and like, she's also a manifester, and she's trying to tame this beast, or this animal, who who would dare to tame the beast, right? So you might be in the future trying to discipline something that is difficult to discipline, or could be giving you a difficult time, or is probably used to getting their way by throwing a tantrum, or roaring at you, they get their way by roaring, or even if they don't mean to roar at you, it's because it's a lion, who dares to get close to a lion, except if you're like a lion whisperer, right? or like unless you're grown close to them for a while, that you know, kind of like you know when they're hot-headed and when they're not. So that's also, or you could be disciplining yourself. Okay, you could be trying to discipline yourself from when you need to participate in a situation, and when you not need to participate in a situation. Maybe it's something that might want to bite you, or like I feel like maybe you're choosing when to participate, or when you're choosing when not to participate. Because maybe you have your own reasons why you are trying to hold back from certain financial opportunities, and maybe you don't always deem financial opportunities as something that would be good for you. But it also comes with the risk of you know, not having financial opportunities. Okay, so it's kind of like as a discipline, but you're kind of like on the verge of like, okay, what do I need? Or like you're kind of making a sacrifice, either for the morals or for the principles of things, you know, but it's kind of like bad for the pockets or bad for the bank. But God rewards those that, you know, that are patient in their suffering. Okay, God sees those that that sacrifice, you know. But angels sees your heart, you know. Angels sees your intentions. Like people around us might not always see those, because people have limitations in perceptions, because this is how far we have gotten in our evolution. All right. But angels see the goodness of in people, so you will be rewarded for being patient in your suffering. So make sure that, you know, when the angel of the opportunity knocks in your door, when you're trying to decipher if it's a good opportunity or if it's not a good opportunity, then if it's not, then, you know, like lay your words and your wishes to God, and put your good intentions and your prayers and what your needs are, even if God already knows what your needs are. But be in the spirit of receiving good things, so that you can receive this immediately. Okay. We're gonna look at who could you be dealing with, or what could you be dealing with. Okay. So what does Virgo could be dealing with in the month of May? Victoria, do you have haters at your job? I mean, you're not alone in that question. Are you a Virgo? I'm doing Virgo right now. Okay, what is Virgo going to be dealing with? Or who could Virgo, are you dealing with your father? Are you dealing with the father or your father? Bloom, 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 grow, grow, be beautiful, be pretty anyway. Be pretty anyway. What's that? You can glow even when it's like look at the flowers. The flower still blooms whether it rains, it shines, or the wind blows. Like, it's going to be a plant no matter what. Okay, so you do the same. You show up the same. You show up, put on your makeup, show up, put on your makeup, show up, rain or shine, you show up. Okay, so keep on showing up. Be consistent. Okay, staying consistent. What else? Or who could you be dealing with? Let's see. A boss? You could be dealing with a boss. You could be dealing with a boss, okay? On some type of leadership, or you could also be dealing with a fool. A fool who's very destructive. Like, they don't think how their actions are affecting everybody, or like they're very hasty, or they're very impulsive, okay, or destructive, like a fool. So maybe that's the one that like you're trying to discipline, or you're trying to discipline you. Okay, all right. All right, we're gonna see what if excuse me, what the father or wants to, what's on their mind, or what do they have to say. Oh, the father says, love me, Virgo, love me. They need love too. Okay, what about the bloom? What's that? I think it's just like, let's see if it has any phrases. I feel like it's gonna be the what, not really the who. Okay, what's the bloom? Any additional messages for the bloom? Whoa! Alright. Bloom. I think so. Yes. Like I said earlier. And then listen to your heart. Okay, what about the boss? What about the boss? Whoop. Is the boss in love with you? Okay, hold on. Or hold on, let me get, wait. Well, it says, I hope you'll wait for me, said the boss. Okay. Any additional messages for the boss? What do they mean by that? Oh. I want you to choose. I know you from somewhere. Okay, what about the fool? The fool of destruction. Ay. I'm not even sleepy. I feel like my eyes are just dried out. Oh. Huh? The fool said, I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. What else does the Fool want to say? I am coming. Trust. I am coming. Trust. I meant what I said. Alright. What else? Okay. Whoa. Okay. We're gonna see what do you need to focus on then? What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on, Virgo? Banana cake. Banana cake. Oh, you know what? Before I ask that, banana. I feel like you feel like you do a lot. Virgos always do a lot, though. So if you why can't you chill? If you feel like you're doing a lot, then why can't you chill? I don't know. I feel like Virgo have like obsessive compulsive something. I'm gonna see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at what external factors are affecting Virgos. Okay, what is going on around them that they might not always they might not always be aware of. Yeah, like they might not always be aware of like of these external factors around them. So what external factors could be playing out around them? Like they might be too focused on what's going on like just in front of them. They're not always aware what's happening around them. Secrets. So there might be secrets that might be going on, like maybe like a love affair, keeping things inside, or like maybe someone are keeping things inside or not opening up, or illusions, or it could just be illusions. Okay, we're gonna see what this is. What are these secrets about? Ooh! Made a murder, death, murder, or greed. Murder or greed. A lesson to be learned is greed, or someone died. Someone like, or someone like killed them or something. And this could be about an injustice overturned. Okay, an injustice overturned. So that's the secret. And the lesson is truth and discernment. Truth and discernment. Truth and discernment. So since this has to pertain about injustice overturned and it's creating secrets, people are not saying things about it, or they're keeping it hush hush. And there's an injustice overturned, and truth. So there needs to be a discernment about what is the truth, what's the illusions. Okay, here you need to be able to discern between those two. Okay, and maybe you could be dealing with position of authority. Okay, with people who are in positions of authority. Okay, all right, let's see what else is going around you that that you might not always be aware of. Okay, Virgo. What else is going on around Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium in Virgo or Stellium in the 6th house. What are they dealing with for the month of, or what could be going on around them around May 2026? Oh, let's see. Oh, ravenous. Appetite for sex. Someone insatiable. Hunger for pleasure. Or uncontrollable desires. Like, maybe it has to deal with sex. Or like something that can't be spoken out loud. You know, like, why? Let's see what else. Reflection. So that's what's happening around you, like controversy, maybe about an injustice overturned and then someone got murdered. Maybe this has to do with sex, or like an injustice overturned. And so, like, when an injustice gets overturned, those things creates an imbalance in the spiritual realm. So it's going to bring it back until it is faced right. Okay, so that there's like so there's a balance in our reality, okay, where we're living a multidimensional reality in spirituality, in what's morally right and what is spiritually right. The law of spiritual is also playing out in our manifested world. Okay, so when an injustice is overturned, it keeps coming back around, and until we make it right for those people. We make it right for those people that had faced an injustice, or it might have had their life taken from the living world into the death world. Because when a person passes on, you guys, their ghost, it still lives on. It still lives on, like until they find like a closure, or until they find on how they died. So sometimes when they don't get the justice that they're looking for, because God will not let them in the heaven if there's like an unfinished business, like that this soul needs to get a peace from. Like, they need to be in peace before they can go into heaven, or to another portal, or where their soul is designated towards. They're like, their soul becomes in the middle of like a waiting room, if you could say that, like in the spiritual realm, like when they pass on, like if they cannot return to the body that they disembodied, their soul gets stuck in that thing where they're like they couldn't what do you call this, they couldn't cross over to the light, because their soul is missing something. Their soul is needing answers. They can't find rest, or they can't find peace, because their soul longs for answers, or their soul is needing answers, you know. Because consciousness survives time. you know. So even if they left this world, they go on to the next. And sometimes the spirit rejects the light, or like it doesn't go onto the light like as fast as they need to, because somehow their soul is not in peace when say if a person has been murdered, or a person has an injustice over them, or they feel like that soul has been wrongfully died. Okay, so what happens then is, when they do find the answers, those souls are going to get their justice in their own hands. Like sometimes they if their soul are being misled by like other evil or dark spirits, or like or evil or dark forces of evil, they can get corrupted uh, when they stay too long in the waiting room of um, where they're supposed to go to the light, and where if they stay too long and bounded on earth, or like they don't go to the next level, um, their spirits or their soul can get corrupted by evil spirits. Okay, and sometimes they dwell too much on the pain, or they dwell too much on how they died, and what they start to do is they start to take other people from, that's what I said when I said whoa, they start to take other people from our world, from the living world. The reasons are not the same as when they were living, like all, because all they have are the past emissions. So sometimes they go on a loop, they can go on a loop with just how they died, until they can get peace. Okay, I feel like I'm just rumbling about this, but anyways, what else is going on around you, Virgo? I don't know why I'm talking about dead people, but it's because of this, like the secret around you has to deal with somebody died. Okay, and injustice has been overturned. Okay, and maybe by position of authorities. Okay, or positions of authority could be playing out here. Okay, and this could be like, has to deal with like sex, or it might have happened while they're doing, you know. Okay, so or this could be a separate thing that is going on around you, Virgo. Okay, that you might not always be aware of. And then reflection. So around you, people are reflecting on this secret, or on this injustice overturned, or the position or people of authority. They could be reflecting on the injustice overturned, and they might have been faced with their dark shadows, or their shadow self, or they could be inviting the angel of death from another world. Because every time I see this card, it's either that there's negativity here that is in this is like my angel of death card. It shows up when there's too much negativity going on around you, or there's something that happened that is not being recognized, and is now pulling in the death energy from another side of life, right? So it usually comes when it's like too negative, people are being nasty, or people are are speaking ill and are wishing death on somebody. And so it comes, you know, so it comes, and when things are amplified, and it grows closer, because it knows that people might be agitated and wanting to take, because maybe like the people who had passed on are trying to influence the situation, trying to influence their consciousness, trying to influence their emotions, trying to influence like their how they behave, you know. Like there's too much in the spiritual world that we don't always acknowledge, but exist or coexist in our reality, that we don't always take note of or are not always conscious about. Okay, so it's very important to not let negative situations get the best of us, because where our attention is, our energy goes, or where our attention is, energy flows, or something like that, right? So when you're putting so much of your attention to this negativity, it's going to create more negativity. And this death card, the death angel, it doesn't love that, but it just comes because it's job in the spiritual world, to assist those that is going to pass on to its world, you know. Because once you're dead, it's now you're on this world. Okay, so this death angel is gonna come to like transition them to that waiting room, or to the next life, or to Jesus Christ, or to the angels that needs you to transition to either a higher realm or a lower realm. Okay, so it depends how you did in this life. Okay. Anyway, I feel like it's too complex to talk about it just in one sitting, of how to understand the world that we're living in, and how it's connected to the spiritual world, and how it's coexisting at the same time, and how we have to be careful about what we do here, because it foretells what kind of realms we're gonna go into next. The higher realm, the more peaceful realm, the paradise, or the lower realms, which are, you know, do we like go in a loop of how we died, or like we move on to like to the heaven of where we can see our families that had passed on also, where we can meet them again, or we will see Jesus Christ, or we'll see angels, or we'll see the darker realms for as the punishment for our souls, or we just wake up to a new life, or we get incarnated. It all depends on how we do in this life. Okay. Okay, let's see what else could be going on around Virgo. What else is going on around Virgo that is affecting their situation? Adrenaline. You feel like you're in an environment that is like a roller coaster ride. It's like too much of extremities. Like there's an extreme of ups and downs. Like you feel like things could be really good. Like you're winning. You're happy. You're good. Like when things are good, it's super good. And then when it's bad, it's like a fall from it's either a fall from grace, or like a fall from from happiness, where you feel like bam, like you're down here again, like, or you could be really good, you're like, oh yeah, 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 or it could be like it could be super bad. Maybe that's why, so there's like a rush of feelings that you feel. So you're kind of like dealing with extremities of things. Like it's super good or like not really good. Okay. Um. So maybe that's why you are choosing to withdraw on some situation, because you feel like there's just too much up and down, and you're like um you're emotionally drained, because it's expending too much of your emotions. Because if it's bad, it's also taking so much of your emotion, and if it's really good, it's also taking like so much, energy. And so that's why you're choosing to sometimes withdraw from situations, but you also feel like you're missing out on some opportunities. But so you don't really know what really is worth it, like you're trying to see which one is worth investing your time or your energy in, because you feel like you're also dealing with positions of authority that might not always be transparent with you. So you feel like you don't really know what you're involved with, or you don't really know what you could be putting yourself into, because there's no transparency in positions of it, or those that are in positions of authority. Or maybe they know just as much as you, or you feel like they know something, but they're not telling you what. So you'd rather be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna participate if I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But then you miss out on something that you feel like you need. So you feel a little bit played by these authorities that you feel like are supposed to be transparent with you, but you also feel like if this has to pertain to something that you don't know, then maybe you're better off not knowing. Anyway, I'm talking too much. But I feel like I'm making sense, am I not? Okay. What can we can ask the Holy Spirit? What do you need to focus on instead?
You hear that engine? Wanna see my kitty? Wanna hear a purr? Come ride with me.
All right.
Let the engine stir. I see you looking my way. Reconnect. Make your boo thing about your love for you. Sports car drifting smooth. Lay down your avenue. Made designs they love to own and copy. Made them more than they ever made me. Oh, let me upgrade you. Why you break with me? Don't make the transaction all between you and me. Far from your
Anyway.
own business, no boss above me. Designer job.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship on the way. Multi-talented, you can't imitate. Blueprint different, can't duplicate. I watch you hate, yeah, I watch you bark. My cat purr back when I lit that spark. Kitty go meow when the lights turn green.
All right, you guys.
Code now, just discipline. Independent glow, I don't need a friend. Nothing solo, not a granted with my logo. Time itself a luxury to savor. Got places to be, riding it leisurely. Wait, you still think I can build this throne from a craft iPhone? All of you versus me, let's go. Pressure make black diamonds glow. Unique, mysterious. Red carpet, I don't you ever know.
Oh, you might also feel like maybe the reason why it's not being revealed by the positions of authority is because there might be something confidential about it, and they can only tell you as much because it might affect the reality of things, because sometimes they do need to withhold information if they're not supposed to, because it changes, like it changes the way the truth is. Because if they're like trying to evaluate a situation of like an injustice, and they can only have people, maybe it has to deal with data responsibility or information responsibility, or how much they can say and how much they cannot, or like being responsible for communication, and or what do you call this? Because if they tell you something that they know is confidential, it's going to affect the truth of, maybe if they're trying to say if you know something about it, and then if they tell you all about it, then the moment that they tell you about it, then now you know. So now if someone asks you about it, you're gonna tell them the story, and then if they say, well, if you weren't there, then why do you know? Or like, well, if you were there, then why do you have this knowledge? Like that, like your innocence might be affected because of you knowing something. So maybe that's why there's secrets, but people talk, people talk, words get somewhere else. There's so many ways to know things these days, like this, or like it gets passed around, or like someone told you this. So maybe that's why there's secrecy going on, because of what or how much they can tell you. But also, an injustice sometimes doesn't stay quiet, because either God sees it and wants you guys to look out for one another and see, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing for each other, okay. Okay, we're gonna ask, what does the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on instead of all this going on around you, okay? What does the Holy Spirit wants you to focus on, Virgo? Letting go of the past, okay? Insincere actions, or romanticizing the past, or just needing to grow up, okay? Needing to grow up, or leaving your home, or like maybe you needing to put on your big curl pants on now, or your big boys pants on, and say, hey pals, or hey mom and dad, I'm moving in with this and this and who. Or you being a grown man or like a grown woman, okay, and letting go of the past, or like letting go of nostalgia, or like letting go of, like, say you still wanting to live back home because you want to stay cozy with your fam, like, but sometimes you have to let those go so that you can move in the city, so you can meet your own goals, do grown-up stuff. get married, get your goals, get your woman or your man, get your house, have children, or have experience, and then one day we die. Like, or make memories as much as you can. But, or this could also pertain to the past is creating an obstacle in your current life, okay? And you need to focus on just moving on. And like, it's not looking back too much in the past, it goes against the purpose of life, okay? The purpose of life is to keep going, is to keep growing, is to become who you need to be, okay? Like, if we look back too much in our past, we miss on the days that we're supposed to be living, okay? And that is not the whole purpose of life. It's not always one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be doing this. I feel like Virgo, I don't know what it is, man. Like, you're always getting the same reading about looking back in the past too much. It's every day that you do this. Sorry, I don't mean to raise my voice, but you guys get the same reading over and over again, and about the past. Or like you can honor the past, but you can still live on, you know? Like, I feel like human intelligence is up to par above any species, okay? But it's the only species that looks back on the past so much, and it affects their progress, it affects their way of living, and it affects so much of their progress, okay, and their evolution. Like, why you gotta live like this every day? That's not the way to live, okay? Like, you can honor the past without it like holding you back. Alright. Life is not about the past. It's not about the past at all. Just keep on going. Alright? Keep on going. Alright. Like, you trying to move on, you trying to make a progress on your life does not mean you're disrespecting the past, okay? That means you figured out a way to cope from the past, or you figured out a way to rise above whatever was in the past, okay? And some people might be better at it than most people, and that is why those people are here with us today, so that those people can teach it to those people that are having a difficult time letting go, having a difficult time of growing up, having a difficult time of romanticizing the past too much, or having a difficult time maturing, having a difficult time of coping, having a difficult time living home, being independent, okay? That's why we interact with people who has more experience than us, who has more knowledge than us, who has been through it but got through it, okay? Alright, we're gonna see what you need to focus on. What you need to focus on. Alright. Alright. Let's see what you need to focus on. Virgo. Planning ahead. Okay. Plan ahead and acceptance. Ooh. So perfectly put together over here. So Let go of the past and plan for your future. Plan for your future. All are not lost, okay? All are not lost. Plan ahead, plan for your future, get back on your feet. The only way to get through it is to go through it. Okay? Acceptance, okay? There's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Acceptance. First accept the way things has been, and accept that there's tomorrow. Accept that there's a future. Accept that there is hope. Accept that yes, you can. Okay? Alright. Yes, you can. And yes, you will. Okay? All is not lost. Okay? Alright. So if you guys feel like the past keeps holding on to you, or like the past keeps like keeping you stuck, you feel like no, that is not happening right now. I am planning ahead. I am accepting the situation. All is not lost. I am starting from here, and I'm starting forward, and I'm going to rise up. Alright? And like don't let the devil like use your pain, use your past, just so it can keep like welding that pain into your heart, until like you become so bitter, become so rah, 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 rah. I wanna get you rah. Okay. So focus on hope. Focus on rising up from a downfall. Focus on motivating yourself for doing better than you did yesterday. Okay, just focus on small steps. All right. So this is like overcoming your adversity, overcoming overcoming an adversity, okay? Or overcoming people that has holding you back, okay? Overcoming your past mentality of that kept you stuck, or like bad what is it called? Bad habits that have bad behaviors, or that has been keeping you stuck, okay? So develop better habits, develop healthy mentality, okay? Yeah, okay, those things. What else? So let's move forward to, okay, let's see what is the love card for you? What love card do you get for the month of May? You have talking about optimism. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring your romance, okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring your romance, Virgo. This maybe this is a father of your child, or you becoming a father. um, or your father's telling you love me, or maybe the father of your child is telling you to love me. um, Love them. Stay optimistic, okay? Stay optimistic, and positive mentality or thinking will get you, will bring you some romance. And call in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, okay?
You could feel the weight he holds, your every heartbreak, every cry.
What else?
The whole time he was with you all
You feel like you're cursed, okay? You feel like you're cursed, okay? So what you're gonna do is like practice protective prayers, okay? Practice protective prayers, and ask grace from God, okay? If you feel like you're being punished, or you feel like your bad luck are happening to you, or you feel like if you hurt another soul, um, make sure that you ask for like cleansing, or like forgiveness of anything that you must directly or indirectly have contributed to this situation. um, um, get rid of those things and ask the angels to help you um, uplift those curse, okay? And or like if God has put like a decree on you, you know, make sure that you ask for, you pray, ask for forgiveness, or like, or if it isn't your wrong, then you can just say uplift this curse from you, and give you protection, and give you protections, and allow you to make things up for yourself, allow you to create progress for yourself. If you have hurt another soul indirectly, ask God to allow you to still do better for yourself. Ask God to allow to at least be there for yourself, be able to recuperate from things, okay? And God responds to sincerity, okay? And your wish will manifest with faith and trust. See, your faith will manifest with faith and trust. Your wish will manifest with faith and trust, okay? This situation will result in bad karma. So I hope you didn't hurt God or in any way. Maybe you need to make a peace with God, or like, or to somebody. Yeah, like do a lot of prayers, because it says that even if this is a bad karma, like I said, like, do your prayers. God responds to sincerity, okay? God responds to sincerity, and you know, allow yourself to recuperate on your own, or at least give you the strength that will sustain you until He uplifts all these burdens from you, okay? And ask your angels to at least, like, whoever that you've hurt, that you wish for them to not feel hurt anymore, or that you wish good things to that person that you feel like you've hurt, okay? Wish them good things, so that like all their pain can go away, and then once they feel happy again, they start to, you know, wish good things in the universe, and like that levels the ecosystem in the spiritual world, and then those curse starts lifting up, you know, and then or the decree of God like starts to lift up, and God always responds to sincerity, okay? And it says that your wish will manifest with faith and trust, okay? All right. And you can you're meant for so much more. You're meant for so much more. All right. Feel hurt sometimes. All right. So at least like you ask God to like at least allow yourself to get through this, okay? Like to not like leave you with nothing, okay? Like okay. Let's see what advice can we get from the Holy Spirit? What advice can we get from the Holy Spirit? Trust in your strength and resilience. You have what it takes to overcome challenges and tapping into abundance. See? As I said, like the spiritual world has its own way of punishing or laying its decree, but also lifting it up and forgiving, okay? Trusting in your strength and resilience, you have what it takes to overcome challenges and tap into abundance. So show God that you deserve it. Show God that you're sincere about your actions. Show God that you have pure intentions, and it will give you all that you need, okay? Trust in your strength and resilience. You have what it takes to overcome challenges and tap into abundance, okay? Not all is lost, okay? All right. All right, what else? What questions does the spirit wants to ask you? What does the spirit wants to ask Virgo? Okay, before I close Virgo's reading. Well, did you ask, will you marry Maleficent? It's funny. Wait, is that a real name? Oh, wait, is that for real or what? Okay, what does so I'm doing the monthly right now for all signs, so I'll probably like hop back on my live tonight to answer some Q&A for my viewers. So make sure that you guys are following me here on TikTok, and you guys can get notified when I go live next, okay? So I can like give you guys a Q&A portion for my life. Okay, what does the Holy Spirit wants to ask Virgo? Oh, cacao, cacao, cacao. Heart, openness, connection. It means heart, openness, connection. What truth does your heart long to share without fear? Okay, what truth does your heart long to share without fear? Speak without fear. Henbane, meaning depth, fear, or initiation. What fear is guarding the doorway to your next becoming? What fear is guarding the doorway to your next becoming? So this, both of this plant card is mentioning fear, okay? So it has to deal with overcoming your fears, because they're in the way of your next becoming. Your fear is trying to stop you from going to your future, or from your next becoming, okay? Or it's holding you back so much, okay? And it says maybe that's why in the future this is you trying to tame your own fears, okay? Maybe this is you trying to be strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet, that even if this beast roars at you, you can stare at it in their eye and you will not be moved, okay? So you guys, also the devil likes to implant those fears in us, because to control, to control. It pries so much on our negative emotions, on what is important to us, So keep praying, ask your angels to guide you, to give you more alliance, or to give you more strength to protect you, okay? Ask for more protection from anyone that may want to harm you, okay? All right. Fear don't live here. Say that. Fear don't live here. Who are you trying to scare? All right. Virgo, that is all I have for your reading. I hope that this was very insightful for you, so that you can be well prepared for the month of May. We're gonna have a full moon in Scorpio tomorrow, so maybe there might be secrets that are gonna come out. Maybe it's good secret, maybe it's not so maybe it's not so good. Or maybe you could be finding like, oh my gosh, he finally told me how he feels, and you're so in love. Or it could be like, oh my gosh, all these things that they hid from me. I hope nothing too intense, okay? But again, it's in Scorpio, so it might be something that might deal with anything taboo, sex, or death, or rebirth, or sex, or taboo. I think I already mentioned that. Okay. Anyways, you guys, don't. So for the full moon, don't do too extreme things. Don't make major decisions on a full moon, okay? Because emotions can be high, or people might be emotionally charged. And don't post anything that you might regret on social medias, or because it's like full moons are like a culmination of things, okay? So don't get in someone's feelings too much, or if you need to take a break from not saying the harshest things on a full moon, or if you feel like this person deserves it, or and don't do extreme things, okay? Please have one of your friends say, hold me back, hold me back. Okay. And then maybe you guys can do it like the next day instead, once you've had like 24 hours of calming your emotions. And make sure that you guys don't make major decisions when you're emotionally charged. So you wait on your anger for like 24 hours. Because most of the time you regret the decisions you made when you were angry. Okay. I shouldn't be sleepy. Anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to close my reading here. I'm gonna go for a break, okay? I might come back again to continue my reading since I finished Virgo. I can go read for Virgo. Excuse me. After Virgo is after Virgo, October. So I'll continue on from Leo, Libra. Okay. I hope that this resonated in to any Virgo watchers, or um, are a cross watcher for Virgos. Okay. I'm gonna go for a break. Okay. I wanna eat something. I wanna eat something good, or something. Okay. And then I'll be back. Make sure that you guys are following me, so you guys can get notified when I have my readings next. Okay. Thank you guys for sipping and chilling while I was doing this reading. I know that I might not have had a chance to go through personal Q&A right now, because I have to do monthly readings for the month of May, so forgive me for that, but I'll be able to do it once I finish all of my monthly readings, because I need to be able to do them so I can put the readings out there in time, so you guys can watch them on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm trying to post this on time so you guys can receive the readings before the month begins, or when you need to hear them. Okay, and then I can go back to answering Q&A, or like giving you guys personal guidance on my life, at least like quick ones. Okay, but if you guys need an in-depth reading of personal questions, in-depth reading about your future, your career, or your legal stuff, book a reading. Okay, book a reading on my Hypsee account. If you guys want to make donations, you guys can make donations on my buy me a coffee link. Alright, I would appreciate all your generosity. What else? Okay. Yeah, if I have more energy left, I'll get back on here. I'll hop back on my life and continue on to from Libra. Okay. Okay. So follow me so you guys can get notified when I go live next, and then I'll start my monthly reading from Libra to however I can do, because I feel like for Virgo I end up like always taking up like 45 minutes to do an in-depth reading for each sign. But anyway, I feel like those are the messages that needs to be shared out there. Okay. Okay guys, I'm gonna get going. Okay, I'll be back in a few. Okay, thanks for being here. Thanks for sipping and chilling for a while with me. I appreciate you being here. Thank you guys. Toodaloo.